Hello friends, Rizorty here with another episode of our Swiss Family Rizbinson playthrough. We're already a few days in, and the boys are hard at work constructing a dining room for future family festivities. We've yet to have a raid, but we need to get that wall up in a real hurry here. I see on the right-hand side here that we need a meal source still. We have no way of cooking food, but the rice is growing nicely. Already 66% done, so that should be ready in a day or so. Hopefully within that day we'll have the dining room done, and maybe we can get started in a kitchen as well. Research needs to finish though. We are about a quarter of the way through making batteries. Early game through and through here is coming along nicely. And so, which of my boys should we do the research? Research boy is Jack. Jack, research boy, what are you doing? You're researching, you absolute hero. Also need to get these chairs moved over, wheels back out to the farm once more, still planting that bit of heel root there. Hope I've planted enough food. This is a limited growing season tile we're on, and so it's not the case that we'll have food coming all the way through. Probably plant a little bit more, but right now he's working on the cotton and the heel root. I think as long as we get the corn to pop up, we'll be just fine. We can also hunt a bunch of the wildlife if we need to. There are plenty of large animals right here that are ready to gift us with their meaty innards. But for now, let's ask our friend Ernst here. He's already moving them. I was asked to move those chairs, and he did it instead. I believe this chair is poor quality, and so we don't want to move it. Instead, we'll destroy that one. Make sure each of these get moved. Okay, these two are not marked to move yet, so we'll reinstall them along the big table here. So move you down to here, and you are good quality. You're going to move also. You'll be for the youngest boy. He whines he doesn't have a chair to sit in. Boy who has problems, doesn't like standing. Who would, clearly. We're also out of wood again, it looks like. We have very little wood left. We need to get some more, but happily there are still just scads of trees available. I'm going to cut in the direction of where I plan to build before too long. I think I'll be building kitchen, most likely right in this area. So we'll actually kill box in that area. So I probably want to do bedrooms here to be close to the kill box. We can still have our kitchen be on this side or maybe down this way. So we'll cut on these trees, I think we can. And inside of our dining room, I'm also going to go ahead and make a chessboard, give them some varied ways of entertaining themselves. I want to ensure they have a good experience here on our initial base here. We do still have our rowboat set up to build at some point, though I suspect that won't be done anytime soon. I'm excited to see how the rowboat works. This boat's mods will be great, but at the moment, getting the base set up is more important than most anything else. Which is to say, truthfully, what's more important than anything else is getting the wall set up. We haven't had the first raid, but I suspect we'll do fine against that one. The second raid, though, might be a little bit more challenging when it comes before long. But glad to see families out chopping down trees together. Last night we had them all chop down one tree before bed. Tonight we won't do that. We'll let them instead head to bed on their own. The children are still sleeping in poor beds. Do poor beds lead to a debuff in needs? Okay, they're actually still comfortable. I'm surprised they get the comfortable perk in a poor quality bed. I would have thought that the less comfortable, less quality the bed is, the less comfort it would be also, but I guess not in this case. Summer, though, is here. Summer has begun, but winter is coming from the north. Your food crops won't grow in the winter cold. Be sure to store enough food to survive. You can build a walk-in fridge to prevent food from spoiling. Buy, steal, or make parkas, or you'll freeze when you step outside. And the hope is that we can use the cotton from here to make some clothing for the family. Let's go ahead and set up a production zone for that. Get ourselves an electric tailoring bench. Of course, I said the word electric there, and that immediately reminds me we don't yet have any power at this base. So many things we'd like to do, but power is less important right now than wall and then food also. We're down to almost double digits of meals remaining. I might have to start cooking on a campfire for a little while just to keep the food coming in. Friend Fritz, let's get you down here to work on the bridge and to continue working on building this wall. Those are only one way out into that pier though, so we'll probably start building from the outside edge instead. This wall is marble. We'll go ahead and claim this wall as ours. This belongs to the family Robinson. Good job. Instead we'll be doing limestone. That's marble there. Yeah, the reason that wall isn't made is because we don't have any marble. We only have limestone blocks so far. Marble's a kind of luxury for the wealthy people. It is not for people like us. We good, pious Swiss. Actually, I just realized that the shallow water here means they can walk out and work on the pier. I was briefly forgetting that you can walk on shallow water, just not on deep water, which again should make this kill box area so darn good. We're going to have to find a way to let them into the kill box. Probably going to open up this one spot right here, or maybe let them walk through this spot. I haven't quite decided yet. We could potentially let enemies come in here, walk through the mud, go up this direction, come to this one spot, all along fighting from here, shooting on down. The weird little pool we've got, but that pool of possibilities for defending us. Speaking of defending us, it's time for our first raid. A group of pirates, just one, from the Knights of War arrived nearby. Prepare for a while, then attack, prepare to defense, etc. Okay, hello to Estrada the Escapee. Our very first visitor, with hostile intent, has only a steel knife, has some medicine in his pockets though. I hope we get a steal at the end here. What kind of character are you? A careful shooter who is able to haul in clean. Ugly, unfortunately. That's why he's a pirate. Probably eye patches and scars and all the rest. Somewhat ugly. Subtly repels others during social interactions. We'd be glad to have him join the base, though. We could teach him the good Swiss ways. If only we can get a prison set up. For right now, I mean, I'm thinking too far ahead, right? First, we need to see if he ends up living through this upcoming kerfluffle. Now, this enemy is waiting for a while before attacking, so we're going to get up the entire family, including Mom with her club. Some part of me wants to have Mom use this log as her weapon the entire playthrough, but I think that might be kind of foolish, so probably not do that. Still, let's pop one down here, gather up, the family goes out for a picnic on the blood of their enemies. I think that's close to range for friends with long rifles. Yeah, long rifle friends are shooting immediately. Missing both. Come on, boys. Didn't your father teach you to be a better shot than that? Alright, one hit made finally. Estrada's coming. Left leg was wounded by Ernst bullet and rifle. Ernst fired quickly. There we go. He's down. He's down. He's not dead. God be praised. The Swiss Family Robinson had a little prayer for Estrada's soul, and also doesn't have terribly damaging health problems. He dies in 8 hours. Alright, his bite scar here is 22% pain. That is so much pain. He's being constant pain all the way through. Nonetheless, we Swiss must save anyone who needs assistance. This is how we show that we belong on this island. We're being a comforting and welcoming sort. Right now, make our research room into a prison also, and we'll go and haul him in. I believe I have one character who's particularly quick. That person is Jack, I think. Yeah, so Jack's gonna haul him on in. We shouldn't say haul on in, right? That's rude. Hauling him on in indicates like a bag of potatoes. He is no bag of potatoes. He's a bag of used parts we potentially borrow at some point down the road. That, of course, means we have another mouth to feed. And so I hope that we're able to get the food going pretty quick. And with this room made now, we got a while until the next raid's gonna come. That was our first raid, so we have some time. I think I'm gonna neglect building out the wall and instead start building our kitchen instead. So I'm building my kitchen here with a mind toward building my freezer in this direction, as I'd be close to the food. Truthfully, I might end up making this my freezer, or at least part of the freezer. We'll see how it comes together. For now, though, a little kitchen off the side. Doesn't need to be too big. Like that seems lovely, and need to have a cooking apparatus in there, a electric stove, I suppose, which does not quite fit against the wall here, unfortunately. Fit against the wall there, though, and so that's fine. That looks nice. A little alcove for the family to hang out. I'd like to have some more lights also. These lights will consume our power in a big way. I just realized we've not actually marked anyone to take care of Estrada, but yeah, Jack's already on it. Jack's our job. Oh, that's not true. Jack is doctoring. Fritz is our job one warden, so Fritz should take care of Estrada substantially. He's a little difficult to recruit. It'll take a while to do that. We'll get some points in socials we try. Welcome Estrada to the family. We'll get you more items inside of this room. It is the nicest room in the base right now. I believe that the quality of the prison cell is only awful -23. The lack of flooring, the darkness, the lack of attractive things to look at. There's a bush. There's lots of berries in there and so on. Little ants maybe. The Estrada, you either join us, those ants are coming for you. We'll see. Okay. Allow them to eat at a table. So make a little table in here for now. Eventually they'll have a proper prison somewhere else, but one of my favorite things about early game Rimworld is the way in which you can have one room serve multiple purposes. No real need to have a single room for single jobs. Instead, you can just pile them all together, and it's just fine. Eventually that'll be a problem, though. Oh, failed training on Juno. I thought dogs were easy to train, but Juno is not even obedient yet. How good is our best handler? Best handler is dear old mom there at a 4. We're gonna ask Franz to help out with that, I guess. Franz is our crafter, but getting the dogs fully trained up to handle is a fine thing to do. And so they're all gathering around to welcome Strahd to the base. Strahd, I hope you're happy here. You have a lovely hat after all. Thank you for your medicine. Very generous of you to give us that. I've got 8 meals now. So, though the kitchen's not done, we're going to have a temporary outdoor... Actually, we're going to put it indoors, I guess. A campfire right here that we use for the cooking for right now. Actually, I realized I should make a door on the backside here for freezer purposes. So, we'll put steel door right there, and that'll head towards the freezer sooner or later, I guess. Okay, we got to cook some food up. Rice is ready in... 1 or so hour, 2 hours maybe, not too long. So in the morning, we'll start cutting that out. And I guess I want to make a stockpile zone here. There's me just and only for raw food, which is say raw vegetables especially, but just raw food in general. And then inside of the dining room for right now, we'll make a stockpile zone. We'll call it Mommy's Kitchen, or Mommy's Cupboard, rather. It'll be for only meals, only finished meals allowed there. I'll say meals and food no longer allowed in this pile, so all food gets shifted down, hopefully. And we're not going to starve. or that's the hope, at least, we're not going to starve. Liz, before you go to sleep, I already go to sleep, never mind. Not going to force them to stay up overnight. Fritz, be well rested. Fritz, you're up for a little while longer. Let's make this campfire real quick, just to make sure in the morning we start cooking right away, and hopefully that way not run out of food here. So campfire, add bill, cook simple meals. I think we're going to make, we have how many people? 6 people, 7 people right now, so we're going to make 22 meals. They each eat 3 a day, so it'll be 1 extra 2. And pause unsatisfied and start making them again. We're down to let's do 12. That's a nice number. I don't know why I'm choosing that number, but that number's what I'm choosing. Alright, initial meal's getting done. And let's dump them on the floor. And that way someone else should hopefully haul them to the correct place. So, drop on floor, and then they should get hauled from there to there. Most likely. Now, I realize that we're making more food stockpiles. I should probably make so the animals can't get into those. Though I realize that by doing that, then the animals also can't haul from zone to zone. I just don't want them eating my meals, of course. So yeah, I'm going to go modify the animal zone. Dog gone out of here. Man, a terrible joke. You should unsubscribe from this channel at once. That joke, I apologize again. Not allowed to go in that spot, and so they can haul everywhere else instead. Hey, cargo pods! Detect a cluster of cargo pods crashing nearby. Presumably the ship we were on before we crashed here has had a little bit more wreckage come ashore. If we're thinking about this in space terms, it's wreckage coming to the planet's surface. If we actually are using wooden boats, then it's flotsam and jetsam winding up on the beach. Berries. I don't know how they got berries. Maybe the ship that was carrying us was a botany ship that was attempting to catalog the berries of the base here. We already have a bunch of berries in the trees nearby, but those are ours and hauled in pretty quickly. Nice to have more food. That's nice. What are you? A dead raccoon. What happens to poor raccoon? Red fox got to it. I do enjoy the log, so you understand the shenanigans the various animals get up to when you're not watching. It's fascinating to see how they fight and what they do. Alright, Liz is cooking already. Mama Liz wakes up first thing before the family rises and begins making meals, setting up for a very fine day. And how nice of Will to haul that rice down while he was on his way to his breakfast. What a helper you are, Will. Get out there and pick some rice, please. Now, I'm curious exactly how long we have until the growing season ends. We'll let it end on the 6th of April, May, so we have 1 month and a little bit left before the growing season ends. That's fine, that's fine. Is my researcher heading to research? My researcher is cleaning first. Friend Jack should be cleaning somewhere. He is going to clean way up here. Yes, I see what's happening. So they're treating the boat area as part of the home zone. We're going to ignore that. I'm actually going to forbid the building of the boat for right now. It's consumed a bunch of wood. I do want to build it, but I also make sure we can protect it. And I kind of suspect that because it's half built, probably any raiders that spawn or come running there right away to burn the nice thing that I have. An infection. Estrada's getting sick from an infection in his torso. Oh no. I mean, he's sleeping literally in the dirt, rubbing dirt into his wounds as a way of getting out of our base. We can't have that. So we're going to use our good medicine on Estrada just to keep him alive a little while longer, because he needs to join our Swiss family and be shown the true Lutheran way. Are we Lutherans? I don't know what we are. What's the majority religion of Switzerland? I should look that up. Or what was it in 1860? We'll see at some point. Probably Lutheranism, maybe Reform, maybe Calvinism. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll put a little note on the screen. So you'll have the answer right here, right now. Hello friends. Why settle for a note on the screen when you can have cutting-edge research from future Rizorty? Here's the relevant chart for this question from Wikipedia, which is surely the best possible source to use for a question like this. Winky face here. As you'll see, the earlier in history we go, the more the majority denomination was Swiss Reformed. Gradually, however, Catholicism overtook it, due primarily to immigration from Catholic countries, especially Italy and Spain, and perhaps also the concessions of Vatican II. If we extrapolate, our family is almost surely Swiss Reformed. Incidentally, the only part of Switzerland that is today primarily that denomination is the capital, Bern, which is a preview of a joke that's coming in just a few minutes. Okay, back to the quote-unquote action. Take it away, Pastor Rizorty. Okay, so with the medicine applied, how good was that treatment? It was a 50% 10 quality. His immunity is behind his infection, but it should catch up. That's not a great 10 quality, though, with that really good medicine used. So how good of a doctor is my best doctor? Jax is 6, Franz is a 5. Yeah, neither is an overwhelmingly good doctor. That's unfortunate. Let's continue making the prison look a little nicer, though, just to help this fellow get better and also to help him want to join us. So quality of the barracks is up to awful +10, so it's swung substantially by getting this table done. Excellent quality table, well done. And so we'll have Will. I want to go make this chair. We'll come out of the field briefly and work on this. Our first major break risk of the playthrough. Fritz is not happy. Fritz is not happy and he's sad wandering. That's what Fritz does. The issue is he ate at a table, he is wet, he slept poorly, he ate raw food. I wonder if he ate rice. Why do you eat raw food? We have meal still. Huh. I wonder the conditions under which Fritz ate raw food. Anyway, first mental break of the playthrough. Fritz has broken down his wander around in sadness. Happened because of poor mood. He ate raw food. I am deeply, deeply confused why he would have done that. Even if we hadn't had the simple meals made yet, there were still packed survival meals. Weird. Fritz, are you doing this to yourself? Do you want to get out of here? Are you unhappy with your life? You're nervous. No, tough. I don't know. Also, you're tough. You should be my. You're already an army melee. Great. I'm gonna assume it was a one-time error. That's Uckies though, Fritz. Don't eat Uckies food anymore. Did we get those berries hauled in from where we were down here? Will we find them? Or they've been eaten by animals already? Some of them have been eaten by animals, I think. Let's get our fast friend Jack, though, to run on down and haul those berries in. Whatever else you were doing surely couldn't have been important. Surely not, surely not. Nice pile of food already made. That's our entire rice first harvest, though. And is that it's a lynx, which is a predator animal, in my farm. I can't have this. So maybe it's time for the family to have some meat. We'll go ahead and gather up the troops here and kill a... Oh, not Jack. Sorry, Jack's on the way to get the berries. I don't want to stop the job I already gave him. Oh, man, you're already eating your meal. All right, eat your meal. And when that's done, haul some berries. Cool. So we'll ask other people to help. Franz has no weapon. Has Franz never had a weapon? I wonder about that. There's an extra knife for him now, so we'll equip him with a knife. Oh, he's the wimp, isn't he? Yeah, Franz is a wimp, and so you need the gun to stand very, very far away. For now, though, you get a knife. That's fine. Okay, so We have 2 shooters here versus a Lynx. I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh gosh, Lynx on Warg on Raccoon action might be coming here. Try to kill the Lynx first, see what happens. Our shooters are so bad, I realize we shouldn't be doing this. It might lead to destruction. What is the meaning of this? What? I say our shooters are so bad, and in an attempt to show me up, Ernst's bolt action rifle bullet annihilated the Lynx's brain expertly. You absolute hero, you golden god, I am sorry for ever questioning your ability. It's a single shot kill on a Lynx. Wow. Wow. I mean, how good is shooters Ernst already? Ernst is an 8, that's pretty good. Got really possibilities, but we'll never forget this day. The day when I questioned my character's skill and they did well in response. What a hero. Absolute hero. Okay, we don't have a butcher's table yet for that Lynx's body. Instead, we'll need to set up a butchering spot for the moment, which is in production right here. The addition of butcher spots in 1.0 has been fantastic because they allow us to cut up animals very early and also not need to destroy or move a butcher's table afterwards. Good addition. Last thing in 1.0 I like. No good surprise there. Okay, family's asleep, at least partially. Mom and Dad are in bed with the youngest of the boys. Also, Fritz is still wandering unhappily. Oh, Fritz, it's a hard life for you. Quite hungry. If you're ravenously hungry, you should be glad you got some raw food. They have nothing at all. A shaman merchant arrives. Hang on for a while. They have things to sell. Welcome, all of you. It's our first time seeing these strange native people with their non-Calvinist or Lutheran or Reformed or whatever traditions. Let's go say hi to them, though. Best social is Fritz. Fritz is wandering randomly. Oh, that means that no one is wardening. I'm glad I realized that. So we need to get someone else to help with wardening since Fritz is not able to contribute to the cause. And we'll ask Liz to do that. So Liz, I know you went to bed early, but rise and shine and go say hi to Quail. Hopefully we share a language. If not, we can gesture and offer small beads and Swiss flags to indicate our appreciation for being here. I would like these fancy soothe pulsers and such. Unfortunately, I have literally nothing they want to buy. They don't even want to buy my animals. That's heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Also, I just realized, speaking of heartbreaking, I don't think my animals are assigned to the correct master. Yeah, they're both bonded to Jack, but have the wrong person to master. I should fix that at once. But yeah, I don't want to buy this junk. Nutrimine. Nutrimine for making medicine down the road. If you see it, you buy it. So let's go and buy 50 of that. That feels a little excessive. Let's buy 30 of that. We gotta be prudent with our money, a little frugal here. And I don't think we need gold. I think we saw a gold on the map somewhere. If not, I'm sure we'll find gold before too long for our multi-analyzer down the road. But a little bit of Nutrimine, a good purchase. And okay, I'd like to move Strahd over into the new beds. I'm going to destroy his spot for now. He moves on his own. I thought we had to pick him up and carry him. That would have been just fine. Let's make sure that the Nutrimine gets hauled in pretty quick. Lots of people are heading towards break risk. So, Ernest, what's wrong, friend? Mediocre bears ate a lot of table. You all need to start using the table here. So it's likely the case that they're kind of running far away from the base and having their late day meal not quite as close to base as you might like. All right, our friend here is now starving. Hopefully our friend will find a way to free himself from starvation. Will and Liz, before the kids wake up, are making some hearts, having a good time. Good to keep their moods high. Fritz got over his break. He is now in catharsis. He is so joyful. And he ate a proper meal, and that's great. Liz gotten food poisoning from a dirty cooking area. Yeah, lack of floors here. Lack of floors here are bad. So I'd like to start making some marble floor if I can, which will raise the base value. Let's instead... Uh-oh. Franz, what happened? That 2 people with food poisoning? Speaking of changes in 1.0, this is one of the worst. This is one of the ones that is a bit of a challenge. Food poisoning is now a serious issue. So Liz tries her best to cook well and does not care well enough for her son. He is unwell. Rescue him to bed. So because of the wimp, the bit of pain from food poisoning knocks him out entirely, which is just too bad. All right, I'm curious what else we can do with the visitors here. I can compliment their green clothing and say what lovely muffaloes you have, but Expect past that, there's not too much to do. So, in this episode, we got a little bit of stuff done. We learned about how awful food poisoning is, and we're gonna be just fine. It's all gonna work out for the Swiss family Rizbinson. See you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.